Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Efeni. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Victoria Tundu M.K. Abiola.
Good morning.
That's a cute, simple hairdo you have there.
Oh, so we're doing hairdos today, I see. Thank you.
No, I say we need to take Ruben through some lessons in hairdo after graduating from the College of Color.
With flying colors. Pardon the pun.
Now, let's start the review with this day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. Yes, the front page of this day today. Number of stories not quite salutary to this administration. Let's start with the lead story. Massive oil theft. High pipeline repairs cost bleeding Nigeria's economy. At 200,000 barrels per day, over $29 billion in lost to theft in 6 years. Over 700 billion naira expended on repairs, maintenance. Yes, we cannot excuse oil theft. But again, the agencies to protect or prevent oil theft are all federal agencies. What are they doing? Are they colluding? Are they part of the theft? Because this, Nigeria may just be the only country where we have this level of theft of oil and destruction of oil facilities. There's a whole NCDC, the Civil Defense Corps. Part of its core mandate is to protect government assets, including pipelines. What are they doing? Are they colluding? A lot of questions to answer. But this story itself is not salutary in any way to, not just to the administration, but to us as a country. Now you move over to the mast, above the masthead. At NPA, no victor, no vanquish. Hadiza Bala Usman cleared, removed. Bello Koko, now substantive MD. Amechi gets his way. Now, no victor, no vanquish. If you were Hadiza Bala Usman, accused of certain financial improprieties in your position as managing director of NPA, after 9 months of rigorous investigation, you have been cleared. Well, good for your name. But you have been removed. I don't know whether you will call that victory. And a situation where a minister does not like your face for whatever reason, raises allegations against you and you are removed from office or suspended, at the end of the day, your name is cleared and you are removed. People who do their job diligently being removed from office just because the minister does not like your face or your style, I don't think that's a credit to the Buhari administration. But good for Hadiza that her name has been cleared after all the allegations brought by the minister against her. Now, of course, there's also the story Buhari accuses National Assembly of inserting 887 billion naira into 2022 budget. Since 2.557 trillion naira supplementary budget for petrol subsidy. Again, another downside for this administration. Spending so much to subsidize fuel, even when President came into office, spitting fire, saying there is no subsidy. Subsidy is scam. Now the scam is taking, or scam in quote here, is taking 2.557 trillion naira. That's what we spend to subsidize fuel. Now we're all looking up to Dangote Refinery to come on stream and perhaps solve most of our problems when it comes to petroleum products. Of course, that has nothing to do with pricing, because Dangote refinery will buy crude at international price. If it is low, we'll get cheap fuel. If it is high, so be it, high price of fuel. What will happen to the refineries, the 4 refineries, when Dangote refinery comes on stream? I would have just said, sell them to Dangote, just like he has been buying cement companies and turning them around. Perhaps he'll be in a better position to turn those refineries around. He will not take 5 years, like the federal government, to refurbish one refinery, because he knows that time is money. Now, let's look at other newspapers quickly. The Guardian newspaper, harder times loom as fuel crisis lingers. Inflation decelerates slightly to 15.6%. Data is mockery of market reality. Some are contending. Food crisis not reflecting government's investment in agri, says Farmers Association. NNPC imports 2.3 billion liters as queues persist nationwide. Now, if we look at the Punch newspaper, yes, talking about Abba Kyari. Abba Kyari's brother received 279 million naira from Hush Puppy. Others, police report. NPF probe Kyari for 33 cases, that's the Nigerian Police Force, cases of money laundering. Police recommend demotion for embattled top cop. If the police force hierarchy, they have all these details about Abba Kyari. How come he has not been prosecuted, to the extent that the US now wants him, the FBI wants him to come and answer questions in the US? Well, the police is speaking now because the NDLEA has caught Abba Kyari in his own net, and they are not keeping quiet like the police. Now, the Daily Independent newspaper, Buhari asks Senate to okay 2.557 trillion for fuel subsidy, while the Daily Trust, motorists grown as petrol sells for 600 naira per liter in Abuja. Price doubled in Kano, Lagos, Port Harcourt. Passengers stranded. Transport fares rise by 150%. Scarcity may affect inflation. National Bureau of Statistics. 1 billion liters in stock, 2.3 billion on the way. NNPC. Now, the business, let's look at the Daily Sun newspaper first. Fuel landing cost rises to 307 naira as Buhari seeks fresh 2.5 trillion subsidy. Of course, the landing cost of fuel, petroleum products include freight costs and other charges. If you refine your fuel here, you won't add that cost, which you pass to consumers. Now, the Business Day newspaper, for the first time, investors dump Nigeria Euro bonds despite oil rally. Pick South Africa over Nigeria. And the first paragraph here says, at no point in Nigeria's history since the discovery of oil has a rally in oil prices failed to resonate with foreign investors until now, under President Muhammadu Buhari. That's what the Business Day is writing. Now, the foreign newspapers quickly. The Times of UK, Biden doubts Russian withdrawal. Yes, President Biden is casting doubt on the supposed withdrawal of Russian troops, warning President Putin not to embark on a war of choice. But the big story in the UK, the Guardian of UK, Prince settles Guildford sex assault case out of court. Yes, the Daily Telegraph also has a story. The Daily Telegraph, Queen to help pay for £12 million settlement. That's the Daily Telegraph. The Duke of York, Prince Andrew, has reached a deal in the sex abuse case, but he makes no apology. But the Queen is going to pay, according to this report in Telegraph. Some others do have them.
Mommy is going to write a large check.
Good for the Queen, because at least she can now celebrate her platinum jubilee with all the pomp, pageantry, and with peace of mind, Tundu and Ruben.
You know I love the Queen. You know that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
But this stench will still linger for quite a while. I'm sorry, it's not over. This
But the
is
news
such,
will go down.
I guess, but it's a disaster. How can this have happened? Prince Andrew should hang his head in shame. It's
Well,
so
but
bad.
the prince will have all his rights and privileges restored.
No.
Yes,
No.
Not necessarily.
No. He's
Okay.
going to
Not
remain out in the
necessarily.
cold. There's
Oh.
no coming back from this because he paid. If he had actually gone all the way for a trial and been acquitted, then maybe. But now, no. That's it.
Anyway, very quickly, Fanny, I'm told you have less than, 2 minutes to go. On Hadiza Bala Usman.
Yes.
Yes, she's been vindicated. Whether you call it victory or not, she's been vindicated. And here, we're told she's not corrupt. Nothing can be traced to
But
her.
she has been removed from
So
office.
that's the vindication. The second thing, of course, is that she's been accused now of insubordination to the minister. And this is a problem we have. People with ego in government. The minister accused her of insubordination. And all that contribution she was making was not important. There was no emphasis on performance. This Mohammed Kuku, who has now been confirmed, has spent about 4 months there. In terms of performance, you really cannot compare an Hadiza Bala Usman,
No way.
who turned that place around and was dynamic. And all that we have been told is that she was not respectful towards the minister. I think it's a very shameful.
And the president has endorsed this. That's the question.
And finally, before we go, because we're trying to manage time, you were saying they should sell all the refineries to Dangote. Well, maybe you like Alhaji Aliko Dangote, but I think we should not, on television, deliberately promote monopoly of any sector of the economy. There may be other people.
No, there are others who are invested in.
Yeah, so it should be an open field.
Yes.
Even if the refineries will be sold, either as scrap or as nothing.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Efene.